Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we've got a good matchup. Ray Irving has the ball for the 5th game of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he pitched into the 5th inning last outing. I think we've got to get more. I want to see more of this game. If he's able to go deeper, keep his team in it, and maybe walk away with the win. That's what I'm looking for in this game.
Stepping into the box, Keith Hart. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, as the leadoff guy who starts the game, you want to do anything you can to get things started early. Right there, he starts with an infield single. Now there's a lot of ways they can go about getting him home.
Batting second here tonight.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. HR, our home 9 as they begin play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
Skied into very shallow right. Under it now is Tomas, and Yasmani's got it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding in, Russell Chang. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Man, it's going to be a long game. The angle that he's throwing that sinker at, nobody's going to touch that.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Ready on 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Fuentes has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now in the box, Pete McNamara. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. 2 out with the man at first. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Digging in the switch hitter, George Pena, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Now at the plate, Jorge Ruiz. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate, as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rosales onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down. In now, Carlos Molina is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Into the box now, Mitchell Lopez.
Second baseman.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just and make sure you don't get called out on a third strike.
Heading out towards shallow right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Now batting, Tom Doe, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Tomas is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Keith Hart. Squared that one up just a little late. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. Stepping in, Eli Villalobos. 0-for-1 here in the early going. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. Right field, Tomas is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Russell Chang. 0-for-1 for him here in this one. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Alvarado. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors.
Hey, nobody.
Striding in once again, Keith McNamara comes into this at bat 0-for-1 in the ball game. Right there for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, you don't see that very often. Great execution. Got the cutter and just stayed on it and drove it the opposite way.
Batting, the first baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, George Pena. He's 0-for-1 thus far. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's the sixth game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Jorge Ruiz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Rosales on to first, and they get the double play. Digging in for his second at bat, Carlos Molina.
Shortstop.
Sinker stayed high but called for a strike.
Well, he got a big double play ball right there, but look, he's not out of the woods yet. Still got that run on third base, so he's got to stay locked in, come back with another pitch, and he might get out of that jam that you thought no way possible when he got into it.
There is a base open here, so the option to work.
Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
He's putting on a little bit of a pitching clinic now. Look, he gives up a single and a single. Then he got the double. Stranded on base. That's a really good inning.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Coming to the plate now, Mitchell Lopez. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
Mitchell.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
The center fielder,
Tom Doe is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. A runner at second, nobody out.
Hey, no one down here.
Hit down the third base line. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The right fielder, number 16.
Keith Hart is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play. Ready for another shot now. Eli Villalobos. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Ready for another chance? Russell Hang, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Well, that pitch was up in the zone. Sometimes on a pitch like that, all you've got to do is just touch it. You can see he got the barrel up there, and because the height of the pitch, the ball's trajectory is going to carry out of the ballpark.
Well, he just stayed with that and just kind of flipped it out there. Nasty pitch, but he stayed on it and got just enough to get the hit.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. George Pena is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. 3 runs already home here. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits.
Your attention,
Alberto Tavares.
Now pitching for George.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Montgomery